Hey y'all, how are you doing? I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. It's me, Kim, and I'm back for another edition of the Learning Curve. It is Monday, September 16th, 2024, and what have I learned today? Well, I guess I've learned that there are more than a couple of people who want to dip their toes into music theory, and when I say more than a couple, maybe three people have said that they want to hear more from music theory, Kim. And shout out to y'all. I have to say, I'm not a musician. I have played instruments. I played piano and cello. I've done some musical theater. I've been in a couple choirs that you've had to audition for. But still, take my opinion with a grain of salt. I am by no means a professional. There are so many people who know way more than me. Before I get into this, I do want to say I mentioned the word echolalia in my last podcast, and that is something I've gotten from the neurodivergence community. A lot of neurodivergent people, they repeat sounds. Sounds are constantly playing in their head and then they repeat them audibly. The echo is the repetition and the lalia is the saying it out loud or singing it. My echolalia of the day is the first few lines of please, please, please. I know I have good judgment. I know I have good taste. Woo! You know what? Listening to the Sabrina Carpenter album a couple more times, and maybe I'll do a full-on review of this. Listening to the album on repeat has made me appreciate Sabrina Carpenter singing. When you first hear it, it does feel like easy, simple singing, but she is really hitting those notes with a Sabrina-specific vocal tone and inflection and cadence and rhythm. I do think that airiness that I at first thought was she just couldn't do different. She's doing that on purpose. So shout out to Sabrina. It's funny and it's ironic that only I feel that way. That's a good opening line. Good songwriting, Sabrina. Okay, we're not here to talk about Sabrina though. We are here to talk about Kim's music theory minute of the day. The thing that I have been thinking about a lot, especially since the VMAs last week, is how much I prefer the concert version of Chappell Roan's Good Luck Babe over the recorded version and the version that she performed at the VMAs. We love Chappell Roan. I was watching the Emmys last night and I said to my boyfriend, oh, Chappell Roan is getting money because a couple of her songs are in commercials. I said, this lady just got on and she has multiple song placements and national commercials. Get that money, Chappell. Y'all leave Chappell alone. Why do I prefer the concert version, the festival version, the TV version to the recorded version? The recorded version of Good Luck Babe is in the key of D major. D major is a bright key. It's a cheerful key. It has two sharps. Ooh, what are the two sharps of G? F sharp and C sharp. I almost forgot. And those sharps bring the key its vibrancy. There is a sharp contrast, no pun intended, between the key of the song and the song's lyrical content and subject matter. Good Luck Babe is actually quite depressing, especially once you get to the end. The song kind of distorts, yeah. To stop the world, just to stop the, it gets wonky at the end. I am a sucker for a happy sounding song that is actually truly and deeply depressing. While the arrangement of Good Luck Babe lifts you up, the rejection that Chappell experiences in the song brings you down. That juxtaposition makes for incredible storytelling. That's a Song of the Year nominee right there. That dissonance creates emotional complexity. I do think that is why Chappell resonates. That's why her work resonates so much with people. I was going to misuse the word resonate. People often misuse the word resonate. People can't resonate with you. Things and ideas can resonate. But now we're going to get into Kimberly's literary corner. That's a different podcast. Moving on. I've said it before. I'm a huge fan of Chappell. Chappell's collaboration with Dan Nigro is as epic as Dan Nigro's collaboration with Olivia Rodrigo at this point. He is doing very well. Last week, I, of course, did not watch the VMAs live because I'm too old. Of course, I sought out the live performances of the people I like the most. I loved what Chappell did. I love the medieval thing. Young woman, pale face, flaming red hair with the arrow and all of the knights behind her. Give that lady's creative director a raise. The costuming, beautiful. Makeup, beautiful. Staging, beautiful. I thought the overall performance maybe could have been a little bit more vibrant, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about the actual song. What gets me about the recorded version of the song, which is the version that she performed on the VMAs, when that chorus comes in and those sharps hit, especially those high F sharps. Oh my God, it is so shrill and grating to me when I play the record. Sometimes when it hits that chorus, the little hairs on the back of my neck stand up. That Kate Bush vocal tone with those high sharps. Oh, I'm sorry. I can appreciate it. I appreciate the skill, especially because Chappell was mostly singing live at the VMAs. People can't do that. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I'm so sorry, girl. And that's why I didn't really fall in love with the song until I saw the performance that Chappell did on the Stephen Colbert Show. And then I sought out other live performances because I had heard that Chappell was such a great live performer. And I also loved the song when she performed it live. And I thought, now, why did I like the recorded version, but I didn't love the recorded version? But why do I love this song on Stephen Colbert? Besides the incredible costuming and the drama of it all, it's because the concert version and the live TV version is in C major. That's a whole step down from the recorded version, the official version of Good Luck Babe. I will admit, C major is the vanilla. It is the vanilla of keys. It is the basic bitch of keys. It's neutral, familiar, listenable. If you're a little baby musician, you will start learning the key of C. I remember my first piano book. Ooh, do y'all remember those? They were like colorful books. What was the name of the company that did those colorful intro piano books? Y'all tell me in the comments. I know there's some musicians in here. You always start with C, put your thumbs on middle C. Or I don't know if that was middle C, sorry. In addition to it being the baby musician's introductory key, this is something we can talk about later, but a lot of Taylor Swift's big hits are in C major. I don't think that's an accident at all. And I don't think it's because Taylor Swift can't do other keys. I think Taylor is a hit chaser and she understands that there are a lot of people out there like me who just want to feel calm and relaxed and have fun when they are listening to a song or when they see an artist perform a song. The other reason why the live version, the concert version of Good Luck Babe is done so well and has helped Chappell so much is it is much easier to sing. We want to sing along. If you're playing a festival, the girls want to sing with you. Nobody can sing that D major. That's only Chappell and Kate Bush and Tori Amos. Those are the only people. We don't want to have to work too hard. We don't want to have to listen too hard. Ooh, the other thing, speaking of Sabrina, I also noticed I don't have the best trained ear. Like, I don't know what note I just sang. I can't recognize C major if we're talking about Sabrina Carpenter. The other thing is, Please, Please, Please does not start off in C major. I'm not exactly sure what key it starts off in, but I do know that it modulates to C major. There's no way that's accidental, especially because she's working with Antonoff. Those people know what they're doing, for sure. And here's where I have to acknowledge that my love and embrace of C major is not only basic bitch bias, but it is Western bias. If you are trained in Western music, you're gonna have a bias toward what we perceive to be the neutral, a tonic center I don't have a problem with Chappell choosing to switch it up. The D major version of the song tells a different story from the C major version of the song. To go back a little bit to the conversation about Taylor, and maybe this is a whole, nobody's going to watch that video, but maybe there's a whole exploration here. I do feel like the C major that people are comfortable with and have so much familiarity for, it lets them internalize the lyrics more. That's just a hypothesis. I'm not sure if that's right, but it feels right to me. The C major doesn't force itself on you. It doesn't impose its emotional character onto you. But there's something there. I'll have to really go deep into that at a later date. The last thing I have to say on this is, as we saw on the red carpet of the VMAs last week, Chappell truly believes in self-preservation. And another reason why she chooses to use the C major version of Good Luck Babe when she's performing these huge festival crowds all across the country, probably the world now, and when she sings on live TV is, I'm sure, to preserve her vocal cords. That song is high as hell. As skilled as she is a musician, you can even see some of that strain during the VMAs performance. It is a smart thing to do. Make sure that she can still sing for us in 10 years and 20 years. The master of vocal preservation is Beyoncé Knowles Carter. One of my favorite Beyoncé songs and performances is Deja Vu. Deja Vu is much higher on the record than she performs it in concert. When she performs it in concert. Bring back Deja Vu. But that's another day. Yes, there's a strategy to it. All right, y'all, that ends this edition of The Learning Curve. It is Monday, September 16th, 2024. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I will see you next time. If you're encountering this podcast anywhere other than my newsletter, be sure to sign up for the newsletter. That is where I append all of my audio and video podcasts with some notes, with more links. In the last newsletter, I linked a couple of videos, so don't miss that. KimberlyNicoleFoster.co. KimberlyNicoleFoster.co, not .com, because I was negligent and was a couple days late renewing KimberlyNicoleFoster.com about a decade ago, and somebody took it in those 2 days. And that was when I was nobody. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.